Hey guys, Casualgamerreed, YouTube's #1 Kentucky fan and a top cock. Now, Kentucky survives Vanderbilt 69-63. It's a tale of two halves, I guess you could say. Kentucky dominated first half, then the second half started. Vandy came back and they got the lead. But with 4 minutes to go, Kentucky turned up the defense. I don't think Vanderbilt scored anything with 4 minutes left in the game. I don't think they scored anything. So Kentucky went on like a 7-0 run. And they pull away and win by 6. And once again, the story of the game is simple. Defense. Anthony Davis. He's the difference, He's the difference in the game. I mean, he makes the team knows mentally that they have to make their outside shots, and that puts a burden on everybody. If you think about it, if you know you can't go inside and do anything, you've got to go in, you got to make your outside shots. That puts pressure on you. Vanderbilt shot 40% on 3-pointers a day, but they only shot, like, I think 20-some% from 2-point range. I think 27. So that's the difference in the game. Anthony Davis, once again, he's getting better and better. Jones led Kentucky with 14, 9 rebounds, and 4 blocks, and Davis had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 7 blocks. Lamb led Kentucky in scoring with 16 points. Game was it was hard. I didn't expect Vandy to make the run they made in the second half to get back in the game. But they did, Very good team, Vandy is, Got to give them credit. Hard place to play. Kentucky, we've always had a hard time playing there, it seems like. Everybody does, but, I think they said Vandy had beat like the last 4 #1 teams that came in there. But Kentucky pulls away. Defense. That's what it's all about. It's all we have to do. As long as we play solid defense, everything else is going to come together. Anthony Davis, he just changes the game. I mean, you can't imagine it. I mean, just imagine having that player on your team. He'd probably make anybody a tournament team. He could probably play for the worst team in the country, and just his presence inside would get you in the tournament. He's just amazing. Amazing. And Jones came to play finally. Coach Cal had to sit him, but he didn't do much in the second half, But anyway, just a great game for Kentucky. And I hope people will finally start shutting up saying it. Kentucky's not playing nobody in the SEC, If you go undefeated, if it's in the Ivy League or whatever, if it's in the worst conference in the country, that's a big thing, You're pretty good to do that no matter who you are. Anyway, Kentucky wins by 6. Please like, subscribe, comment, and as always, go Big Blue.